Let's talk about sex. I'm T, sex therapist, and today I want to talk to you about talking to your children about sex. Now, one of my followers asked me, how do I talk to my child about sex? This is speaking with children and teenagers. So today we're going to talk a little bit about that. Talking to your child or your teenager, regardless of sex, male, female, transgender, intersex, should not be a stressful situation. It should be an open, honest, a real conversation between you and your child. And most importantly, you as the parent or adult should have the confidence to talk to that child. If you don't feel confident about talking to your child, maybe it's not the right time to have the conversation, or maybe you should have somebody to have the conversation for you. It's just something to think about. Before you have this talk, it's important to ask yourself, why am I having this conversation? Why do I feel the need to talk to my child about the situation right now? Are you having this conversation before or after you think they've engaged in sexual activity? And what would you do if you found out that they were having sex or engaging in other sexual activities? These are the things you have to be prepared for before you have this conversation. It's also important to be sure that you're comfortable saying the correct body part names. Words such as penis, vulva, vagina, anus, scrotum, testicles, ejaculate, clitoris. All of those should be comfortable coming out of your mouth before speaking to your child. If you're talking to your child or teenager about contraception, it's important that you talk to both females and males or transgender about all their options, not just condoms for boys and not just birth control for girls. It needs to be comprehensive, that way they understand that both people who are engaging in the activity, in the sexual activity, are using protection to protect against STDs, STIs, and unwanted pregnancies. Don't assume they know these things just because they are old enough or they have peers that you think might know the information. It's always safe to ask, what do you know? What do you think you know? What have you heard from your friends? And then you go from there. When talking to your child, it's important to use a non-judgmental tone and to let them know that what they say you're not going to use against them, and you only want the information to help them or to clarify things that they might not know. It also helps to ease that tension between the child speaking to their parents if they are nervous doing so. I work in a healthcare agency for children and teenagers, so it's important to know that in North Carolina, children and teenagers can have access to condoms without and other contraceptive means without permission from the parents. So if you live in a state like that, don't be surprised if your child or teenager does have condoms or has received information on how to get contraception. Last thing, you don't have to be overly explicit when you're talking to your children about sex, and be able to be there for them if they have questions or concerns. It's better for them to come to you with their questions than to assume, like I stated before, and it's best to have an open mind and an honest and open environment when you are talking to your child. Well, that's all the time I had to talk to you about sex today. Let me know how your talk went, and let me know if you have any other topics you want me to discuss. I'm T, sex therapist. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode. Bye-bye.